Well, that's a great way to start out a week, I suppose. I think that is red tag, I'm not sure. But it's a mama and two babies, two beautiful babies. And I believe that's probably red tag. It is cold out there, 27 degrees, 27 degrees. But we have 70-degree weather on the way. How soon? How about tomorrow? That's right, tomorrow, 70 degrees. After we've been down 4 straight days, over 100 hours below freezing, finally did get above freezing. I'm sure the deer welcome it. This weather that we have the next couple of weeks is probably going to start some greening up. Now, you see some green out there already. That green that you're seeing out there is the rye that I planted in the fall. And it stays really, really low because the deer just keep it nipped down right at the ground. Right at the ground. That little guy or girl there, what are you? It's a little guy. That little guy there heard me talking and looked up at me. A little nubbin buck, beautiful, look how fat he is. And his sister out there, I believe. Yeah, his sister. And his mama. So they are going to really enjoy the 70-degree weather, I think. I don't know. I know Jimmy's going to enjoy it. As a matter of fact, Jimmy's going fishing. Try to figure out how to catch fish in the coldest part of the winter with spring sticking its head around the corner, trying to see if it wants to come in. Water's as cold as it's going to be. We'll try to figure out how to catch them. That's what we're going to do one day this week. Want a good close look at TC? That's a good close look at TC right there. As he walks by the kitchen window. Absolutely gorgeous. Him and his buddies are kind of gathered up now. You see how they keep that rye, that's rye right there, the green you're seeing. You see, they just keep it nipped down. It's had no chance to grow, which is not going to grow hardly at all anyway because it's so cold. But it's growing here in the wintertime. And actually providing quite a bit of food for them. They have to spend quite a little bit of time eating. Look around over here. My black truck's pretty dirty, but it sure is pretty, golly. Look around over here, we see more bucks. Those bucks that have lost their antlers. I saw another one there just a second ago. Oh, there he is. Meeting in the prayer circle. That's where TC was, actually. He just came walking out of there. That's a couple of smaller bucks there. That one right there in the middle, pretty good size. Good possibility that's Fat Boy. Built like Fat Boy anyway. Our antlers, I suppose, are, well, I don't know. We'll find out. Might be one or two with antlers left, but certainly none out there with antlers. That sure might be Fat Boy. If that's not Fat Boy, he is a Fat Boy. For sure. Yes, he is. We have an incredibly beautiful Sunday morning. Beautiful Sunday morning as I go get Chris's chariot out of the boat building. I guess it would be a chariot building there. But as I go get Chris's boat out of the building, we've had a lot of deer out here around the feeder this morning. Just didn't really have any time to take many pictures, but there's a few running around. Incredibly beautiful Sunday morning. That's special down there. That's always special to me. Where is that? Where? There they are right there. You see the one deer laying down. That is so special when they lay down close to the house, because you know that it's comfortable. It's their place where they live, place where they feel totally safe. And you look off out through there, and there are a lot of deer scattered out through there. You see how well they blend in with the surroundings this time of the year when there's not many leaves on the trees and they can't hide much. There was 3 deer right there. There was another one back in behind the tree, probably laying down. As I'm talking and moving out, we look around and there's just an awful lot of deer out there. An awful lot of deer out in that area. We look back around over the lake, we see that dead calm out there, just a whisper of a wind beginning. It's been dead calm since daylight. And there's a deer down there near the water, probably several down there. And almost 360 around the ranch house is a deer, which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful Sunday morning coming down, Sunday morning coming down, old country song about walking in the city and going by a church. But we're in the country, 15, 20 miles from our church, but we're fixing to head that way as soon as I get Chris's chariot out of the boat building. Oh, there's some more deer down there. We didn't see all those. I don't know how many deer around the house right now, but there's a lot. There's a lot. And there's some right down there, as a matter of fact. Some more walking up here on the left. Just deer in every direction. And how good does it get? That's God telling you that I sure do love you. That's exactly what God says to us every day. I sure do love you. That's what God says. And He sent His Son to prove it. He's prepared a place for us in heaven to prove it. Golly, look at this, another one of those deer laying down. Don't tell how many deer that you've seen that I haven't seen as I span this iPhone around. So iPhone's so old, I need a new one so badly. But I don't know what number it is, but it's way back there number-wise. They've had several come out since I got this one, but it's doing a good job. I can talk on it, and I can take video, so that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Sunday morning, coming down on Twin Eagle Ranch. Hi, little guy. How you doing? How you doing? Up. Apache showed up, and I got Chris's vehicle out of the building, and it was like deer coming out of the ground. The deer started coming from every direction. Ones that were laying down close by are up here ready, because they know Apache's going to throw them some food. I don't know how many deer are out there, but there's deer simply everywhere. Simply everywhere. The wind beginning to pick up a little bit out of the south. It's going to blow all of that warm air in here from down south. For a while, that air coming in from the south is going to be, cold, because the cold got really far south, this particular cold front here. But as it comes in, it's going to continue to bring south warm air until it brings warmer and warmer air. Believe it or not, 24 degrees this morning. Tomorrow's high, 71. Forecast, 71. Might beat that, you never can tell. 71 forecast for Gene Autry, Oklahoma, which is just over on the other side of the mountain. But that's a gorgeous sight, as all the boys and girls red tag there with her 2 beautiful babies. Oh, there comes a deer with antlers. There comes a deer with antlers. So there is still one with antlers as we get close to the 1st of March. And he's a beauty. He may be the only one left, but here he comes. Totally wild deer, 100% wild, no tag in him. You can see they're ganging up. They know that Apache's about to throw that South Fresh deer food out there to them. And there's a bunch of deer right there. I'm zoomed out pretty good, or zoomed in pretty good, however way you want to say it. Pretty good bunch of deer loading up right there. Is that beautiful? And the wind beginning to pick up as I'm speaking. So I better get Chris in her chariot and head off to church. Worship the God that made all of this amazing stuff.